I was 12 years old when my best friend stood up in the crowded cafeteria and beckoned for everyone to quiet and then started a 100-person chant about my dad being gay. This uncomfortable, dead silence is the sound of everyone who came here hoping for an uplifting story going, oh, fuck. And then nudging the person next to them, hey, how long these last? Like only 5 minutes? All right, that is way too long. So, every day the chants rose up, and every day my eyes stared down at my peanut butter and jelly sandwich as I felt canceled from the world. My dad wasn't gay, but that wasn't the point. The point was to ruin me, and they succeeded. Within a month, I'd been bullied out of all social circles, lost all my friends, and spiraled into a terrible depression. Don't worry, the story actually does get better, just later. Through it all, I never hated myself. Thought I did. In retrospect, I think I just hated getting pushed away from what I loved. See, self-hatred is taught and learned. It is not some innate quality. No 2-year-old is walking around going, fuck me. All I can do is stack like 5 blocks. I can't even count the 5, so for all I know, those are 3 blocks. I keep spilling juice everywhere. I hate my life. All 26 months of it. So I spiraled into a terrible depression, had no friends, told my parents everything was fine. I told them this while writing "Life Sucks" in giant black marker all along my bedroom wall, so I'm pretty sure they knew that everything wasn't fine. But for me, it was easier to pretend my problems did not exist, and my largest problem was that I still loved my friends. Every one of them. And they were gone. And I didn't know how to get them back, and getting them back was all I wanted, and it was all I told myself I did not want. And it stayed that way for a long time. I had a few friends, didn't really trust the ones I had, till I was 27. I was at work in a big office building in Atlanta and got an email from a girl I had fallen in love with when I was 11 years old. She was just saying hi after all this time. And as soon as she reappeared, I realized how much I still cared about her, and then I realized why I had been so unhappy for so long. I had been disguising myself to myself as someone who didn't want other people around, when in reality, I still loved my friends. Every one of them. And they were not gone. I had just been acting like they were or acting like they would be, and I had to stop acting like it. And I started with this girl. Within weeks, we were texting each other all day long, having hours-long phone conversations, sending 5,000-word emails. That is not an exaggeration. It should be, because that's ludicrous. She lived 1,000 miles away, and I've never been closer to anyone. And one day I was laying by the pool in my apartment complex in Atlanta with sunlight skipping off the waves and like the drone of bumblebees and the scent of sunscreen and people playing Dave Matthews for some weird reason. And my phone chimed, and I looked at it, and this girl had sent me a picture of this faded piece of yellow legal paper on which I had written a poem to her and slipped in her locker along with my heart in 6th grade. I wrote her a poem when the only 5-syllable words I knew were Tyrannosaurus and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I wrote her a poem when I thought Full House was realistic. I wrote her a poem when I didn't know what a poem was. So after laughing for like 15 straight minutes at the absurdity of this, I called her and asked her why she kept it. And she said, because you wrote it. I said, yeah, but I wrote Math Sucks on all my math worksheets, so you didn't keep those. And she's like, okay, look, it's proof. Like, I didn't think anyone could see me that way. Especially not the person I saw that way. It's a pretty good line. I think she stole it from a movie. Turns out she had fallen in love with me when she was 11 years old. And she kept that poem for 17 years and still has it, which makes it 22 years. And she kept it because she knew me. And she liked me. She always has. She's known me since I was young. I've known her since she was young. I think we've known each other since the universe was young. It's like that with some people. Forget who you are, and they'll remember. Disguise yourself as 1,000 different people, and they will see no one but you. And they will show you why they don't want to see anyone but you. So yeah, some people teach you to hate yourself. Other people teach you there's nothing to hate.